So today we have to start with the exponential limits. So let us understand what exactly is the exponential function, logarithmic function, and only then we can go with the working on the exponential limits. So let us see what we can do in this. First of all, if you remember, I had told you about the exponential function. When you talk about an exponential function, it is always in the form of a constant number in the base and a variable there in the power. Like for example, I can have 2 raised to x, 3 raised to minus x, 4 raised to minus 5x, e raised to 2x, and so on, where these are all the different exponential functions. Now, when you talk about the limits, the question is very simple. Let us first of all write the formula. The formula is limit as x tends to 0, a raised to x minus 1 divided by x is equal to log of a. This is formula number 1. And the formula number 2, limit as x tends to 0, e raised to x minus 1 divided by x. Obviously, it has to be the same thing. Like above, it was log of a. Here, it is log of e. But always remember, guys, log of e is always equal to 1. Therefore, the answer to this comes out to be 1 only. So whenever you come across a question or an exponential question, I should say, where you are having e raised to something, e raised to x, then we will always be considering the answer as 1. Now over here, let me give you some examples so that it becomes clear for you to understand and apply this. Example number 1. Limit as x tends to 0. Let me start with a very easy example. 2 raised to x minus 1 upon x. So if you compare this with the general formula number 1, I can understand over here that value of a is 2. Everything else is exactly same. The limit value is 0. I am subtracting 1 over here, as well as the denominator is x. So straight away I will apply the limit. And obviously when you apply the limit, it means that you just have to substitute the formula. So on substituting the formula, you will get it like this. Log of 2. As simple as that. Let me take one more example. Example number 2. Limit as x tends to 0. 5 raised to minus 2x minus 1 divided by 3x. So now over here, guys, I have to be careful so that the thing is, whatever element is given in the power over here, it has to be completely adjusted over here in the denominator, exactly same. So in the power, if I have minus 2x, in the denominator also I require minus 2x. In order to do this, the first thing that I will do is I will try to separate this 3 from here. And it is very easy to do that. What I can do is I can just write it like this. Limit as x tends to 0. I can separate this 3 as 1 upon 3. And I will write over here 5 raised to minus 2x minus 1 divided by x. So the first thing was I wanted to remove that coefficient of x, so I did that. My next thing over here is that I require minus 2 over here along with the denominator. So in order to do that, the easiest way is I can say multiply numerator and denominator by negative 2. Obviously, I have to multiply this because I require negative 2 over here. So the rules of mathematics, the rules of fractions or the ratios say that whatever number we want to multiply, we can multiply that, but it has to be done in the numerator and in the denominator both. Therefore, guys, I am writing it multiply numerator and denominator by minus 2. I am sure you might be knowing this point. So it becomes limit as x tends to 0. negative 2 upon 3, 5 raised to negative 2x minus 1 divided by negative 2x. So now guys, as I told you in some of previous lectures also, whenever we want to apply the formula, we will always write it out over here besides the question so that it becomes easy for us to identify. It is a raised to x minus 1 upon x, which becomes equal to log of a. So you can identify over here that a is 5 and in place of x you have minus 2x, but it does not matter because these both are same in the formula and these both are exactly same in my example. So guys, I am ready to apply my formula, so I can now just say over here apply limit, and when you guys apply limit, it's very easy to say that minus 2 by 3 is the coefficient, so it will not get affected at all. But yes, when you are applying the formula, the second element will become log of a, which in this case is log of 5. And I will write a small reason over here. X tends to 0, x is not equal to 0. And it's always better to write this formula along with the reason, so it's understood which formula you guys are applying. Example number 3, the question is something like this. Limit as x tends to 0, 3 raised to 2x minus 1 divided by 5 raised to x minus 1. Now, if I come across this kind of a question, looking at these elements, this and this, I have to be able to identify that it is a question of exponential limit. But just by understanding that it is a question of exponential limit, it is not sufficient because I need to just adjust my formula over here very properly. So what is the formula? Limit as x tends to 0, a raised to x minus 1 upon x, and that value comes out to be equal to log of a. So guys, I am given this element in the numerator as well as in the denominator over here. Something is missing, x. So as you all know, whatever is missing, we can obviously get it always just by dividing or multiplying as per the requirement of the question. So I require that x over there in the division form. Therefore, you just have to divide by the numerator and the denominator. So let us write over here. First thing that I will do is divide numerator and denominator by x. So I come across a question which is like this: 3 raised to 2x minus 1 upon x and 5 raised to x minus 1 upon x. So guys, these are the two standard functions. The only thing is that I have to be careful, whatever is given to me in the power has to be exactly adjusted there in the denominator. Now when I observe over here, this part is ready-made adjusted because we don't have to do anything in this one. But yes, for the upper part or the numerator part, I need to get that 2 along with x in this case. Therefore, I just have to write a small statement saying that in the numerator, multiply and divide by 2. So when you do that, it is limit as x tends to 0 divided by 2x. I don't need to do anything for the lower part or the denominator part, so bring it down. So now guys, I am ready with whatever I want to do the adjustments. Now the only thing left is to do the substitution. So let's do that. So in order to do the substitution, we have to write apply limit. So when you guys apply limit, you can identify for the numerator, the a value is 2. For the denominator, the a value is 5. So you just have to write over here log 2 divided by log 5. and this 2 element which is also there in the numerator will just be multiplied as it is without any changes. You don't have to do anything to it. And as I told you, when you are substituting the limit, you need to write the reason. X tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, limit as x tends to 0. Always write the formula for understanding, guys. It's very important. Though if you are having an MCQ paper and nobody is going to check your papers, but writing the formula is a good habit to remember where you are applying which formula. That's why. So your final answer should come out to be log of 2 square divided by 5. If you remember from the logarithms chapter, I had told you the properties. In fact, log of m raised to n is always equal to n log m. So reverse also is possible. Whatever is here in the power can be, the coefficient of log can be taken in the power of log, like this. So I just did the same thing over here, and hence I get this is equal to log 4 upon log 5. So this becomes our answer. So in this sum, guys, again you are given the exponential terms. So here also I have to use the same formula, which is a raised to x minus 1 divided by x. But the problem is that if you observe your numerator, I am given two different exponential elements, 9 raised to x and 5 raised to x. What is my formula? It is a raised to x minus 1 upon x, which needs to be adjusted over here as well as in the denominator. So for the denominator, it is very easy for you to identify that you just have to divide by x as we did in some of our previous example. But the main problem over here is with the numerator. How do I adjust this minus 1 over here? In order to adjust minus 1, the easiest idea that you can follow is add and subtract 1 in the numerator. So if you do that, it will become limit as x tends to 0, 9 raised to x minus 5 raised to x plus 1 and minus 1. Obviously for the denominator 4 raised to x minus 1, we will bring it down as it is as of now. Now what I can do is, I can take out 9 raised to x and minus 1 together. And for these both terms, I will take out minus sign common. So if I take out minus sign common, it will become 9 raised to x minus 1 minus 5 raised to x minus 1 whole upon 4 raised to x minus 1. So yeah guys, over here, the numerator as I want has been adjusted. Now I have to just observe and think what can be done with the x value over there. As we did in the previous case, no new thing, just divide numerator and denominator by x. When you divide this numerator and denominator by x, this is equal to limit as x tends to 0, (4 raised to x minus 1 divided by x). So over here, now everything has been adjusted as per our requirement. So I can say over here, apply limit, and when I apply limit, this is a separate element, this is a separate element, as well as this is a separate element. So you have to apply the limit for 3 times different values. In the first case, the value of a is 9. In the second case, the value of a is 5, whereas in the denominator, the value of a is 4, and my formula remains the same, limit as x tends to 0, a to the power x minus 1 upon x gives me the answer as log of a. So I will write over here applying limit, the answer is log of 9 minus log of 5 upon log of 4. And the reason, as you already know, you need to write over here just x tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, and of course the formula. Once again guys, the property of logarithm, if you remember, I gave you the property which is like this: log m minus log n can be taken as log of m by n. So here in the numerator, if I apply this formula, it can be expressed as log 9 by 5 and divided by log of 4 will be as it is. So once again guys, we have a similar problem like we had in the previous case, that I am having 3 elements which are in the form of the exponential format: 5 raised to x, 3 raised to x and 2 raised to x. I just have got this minus 1 for one time, and that minus 1 can be either adjusted with 5 raised to x or 3 raised to x. Remember one very important thing guys, your formula is like this: a raised to x minus 1 upon x, where I can observe that this is a positive element whereas this is a negative element. So I can adjust this minus 1 of the question either with 3 raised to x or 5 raised to x, any one element of your choice. But the remaining elements needs to be adjusted with minus 1 by adding and subtracting. Now in the previous case, I was having 9 raised to x minus 5 raised to x. So what I did is I just added and subtracted 1 over there. So again the same logic will be applied over here also. Let us see how we can proceed with this sum. This will become limit as x tends to 0, 5 raised to x minus 1. I just took this minus 1 with 5 raised to x, and I am leaving the remaining elements as it is for now, and then in the next step I will be doing the adjustment as per my choice. For these both elements, they are similar to 9 raised to x minus 5 raised to x of the previous question. What did we do? We just added and subtracted 1 over there. So do the same thing over here also guys, we don't have to do anything new in this case. I will say over here, add and subtract 1 in the numerator. So if you do that, it will become limit as x tends to 0, 5 raised to x minus 1 plus 3 raised to x minus 2 raised to x minus 1 and plus 1. Let me break this x for the two elements so that it becomes easy for me in order to apply the limit. This is limit as x tends to 0 divided by x. Just like I separated the terms, I will take 3 raised to x with minus 1 and minus 2 raised to x with plus 1 and take out the minus sign common. So I will get it like this: 3 raised to x minus 1 minus 2 raised to x minus 1, and I can separate the x values over here. So let's get rid of this. So now just apply the limit and you are ready with the solution by saying it is equal to log 5 plus log of 3 minus log of 2. We will write the reason: x tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, and the formula as usual is equal to log of a. So now guys, once again the first two elements are having plus sign in between, so I will be using the formula log m plus log n, which is equal to log of m into n. So this can be written as log 5 into 3 and minus log 2. For the remaining part, we are having a minus sign in between. So like I did in the previous case, I will be dividing the second number, so which I have 2 over here. So log m minus log n is nothing but log of m upon n. So here it becomes log of 15 upon 2. So now the next sum right there in front of you guys, you are having 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to negative x divided by x, in fact minus 2, and then divided by x square. Now guys, if the question had been like this, like limit as x tends to 0 and 3 raised to x plus 3 raised to negative x minus 2 and then divided by x, I would have very easily and quite conveniently told that I will just break it into two parts like this: minus x minus 1 divided by x, and it becomes very convenient for you people to identify it is 3 raised to x minus 1 plus 3 raised to minus x minus 1, and separate this x for both the terms. So here guys, actually this term is ready-made adjusted as per your requirement of the formula. In order to adjust the second term, you just need to multiply by minus 1 in the numerator and denominator, and you can easily do that. I am sure everybody will be quite convenient with this kind of simplification now. But in this sum, guys, the problem is this x square. If I have a square element in the denominator, I also need to adjust the square element in the numerator. So if I want to adjust the square element in the numerator, then the question is, how can we do that? So friends, just observe it very clearly, because it's a very important sum, so that you understand how we can apply or solve this kind of question. So let's do that. Chalo. You will get this is equal to, first step, you can just understand what I am doing and then you can copy down later on afterwards. I will write 1 upon 3 raised to x minus 2 divided by x square. I just adjusted the negative power of 3 and took it in the reciprocal like this. Then I will try to take LCM like this. 3 raised to x into 3 raised to x. If I multiply these both numbers, I get 3 raised to x square plus 1. Obviously this will get multiplied with minus 2 also. So 2 into 3 raised to x whole divided by 3 raised to x upon x square. Now what I can do is, I can just rearrange the elements like this. Just see, it is x tends to 0, 3 raised to x square minus 2 into 3 raised to x plus 1 divided by x square into 1 upon 3 raised to x. What did I just do? I took this x square over here, I adjusted this, and this 3 raised to x I separated because it is in the denominator. I took it as 1 upon 3 raised to x. So this is the way I am trying to adjust my question as per my required formula. The formula required is a raised to x minus 1 upon x. Because denominator is square, I require a square in the numerator also, so that ultimately I can write it like this: a raised to x minus 1 upon x the whole square. That's why I am trying to make this kind of adjustment. So guys, if you observe, this 1 is nothing but 1 square, and even if I multiply this with 1, that won't make a very big difference to the question. But yes, I will get my answer now. How? A square minus 2ab plus b square, you already know it is a minus b the whole square, with a as 3 raised to x and b as 1. So guys, you get your answer. Limit as x tends to 0, 3 raised to x minus 1 the whole square divided by x square, exactly as I told you that I would be getting it. That is what you have got over here. And this 1 upon 3 raised to x, leave it will not affect your answer. Now I will be converting it into whole square because I want it in the standard formula. Limit as x tends to 0, 3 raised to x minus 1 whole upon x the whole square into 1 upon 3 raised to x, and then as usual apply limit. So guys, when we go and apply limit, we get over here the reason x tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, and the formula is equal to log of a. So I hope by now you must have got the value of a. It is 3 over here. So the answer what we write is generally like this, log of 3, but this time I will write log of 3 the whole square, because this square element does not go anywhere. It just gets applied to our required answer or the obtained answer by substitution of the formula. This element is still left. What should we do with this? Just substitute x as 0. So I will get 3 raised to 0. What is 3 raised to 0? In fact, what is anything raised to 0? It is always 1. So if anything raised to 0 is always 1, so it's very easy for you to identify 3 raised to 0 is going to be 1 itself. So guys, just ignore that and your solution is log of 3 the whole square. This becomes our answer. So similar problem over here again guys. You are having the denominator is x square. Let me first explain you. If the denominator had been x, then what you should do. If the denominator is x square, then what you should do, I'll explain that to you later on. I will take the same numbers. I will just consider the denominator value as x and explain you what you need to do in case if the denominator is a simple x. I just know my formula. The formula is like this: a raised to x minus 1 upon x, but I am not worried about the denominator x. I am just more worried about adjusting this element over here. If I want a raised to x minus 1, what I will try to do is I will write it like this. See, just observe very carefully guys. I can write it like this: 15 raised to x minus 5 raised to x. I won't do anything. But if you remember, in some of a previous question I had a similar problem. So what I had done is I adjusted the first and the last term. But I can adjust the first and the last term only if this is positive and this is negative. Here it is not the case. Here they both are positive. Therefore I cannot adjust the first and the last term over here. So in order to do that, what I will do is from 3 raised to x and 1, I take out minus common. So I will get 3 raised to x minus 1. And now guys, I will be breaking the denominator into two parts as x and x, because this has been completely adjusted as per my formula. I am more worried about the first element, which is 5 raised to x and 15 raised to x. It's very easy for you to now identify over here guys that you just have to add and subtract 1. So obviously in the next step when you go, you will write it as 15 raised to x minus 5 raised to x plus 1 minus 1 upon x minus, bring it down as it is without any change, adjust plus 1 and 15 raised to x and minus 1 and adjusting these both terms together so that I can get my standard formula 15 raised to x minus 1 minus 5 raised to x minus 1 divided by x, and this term comes down as it is, and you know the further procedure, separate the terms, apply the limit and so on. So this is the way you have to do if denominator is a simple x. Here guys, the denominator is not a simple x, it is x square. Because denominator is x square, I told you in the above example that I will need a square element in the numerator as well. But here in this sum, it will not be possible to adjust a square element, but I have to adjust the product of two terms. How do we do that and how to identify? I will tell this answer to you just after solving a few steps. Let us try to solve this once for now. Okay, so just observe very carefully. Limit as x tends to 0. This 15 raised to x, I will split it as 3 into 5 whole raised to x minus 5 raised to x minus 3 raised to x plus 1 divided by x square. Then limit as x tends to 0. You know the rules of indices. This power can be applicable to both the terms inside the bracket. So according to that, I will write 3 raised to x into 5 raised to x minus 5 raised to x minus 3 raised to x plus 1 divided by x square. So this is equal to, in the first two terms, I will be taking out 5 raised to x common. In the remaining two terms, just we will be taking out minus 1 common. So automatically our question will be adjusted as per our requirement. X square. Limit as x tends to 0. This is 5 raised to x minus 1, 3 raised to x minus 1 and divided by x square. Let me split it x into x. So guys, as I told you in the very beginning, over here it is not possible to adjust the square of any term in the numerator. Therefore, I am trying to break it into two factors. But in the previous case, we tried to adjust the square. So now the question is, how will you get when to get the square and when to get the factors? So it's very easy to identify, guys. You can observe this part. This, all the three elements are different, whereas this 15 has factors 3 and 5. When you come across this kind of a question, it will always be splitted into different factors like 15, 5 and 3, 28, so it will be 4 and 7, or it can be 2 and 14. If you have 36, so it will be 4 and 9, or it can be 12 and 3, it can be anything. When you come across this kind of a question, always remember that you have to break it into factors. Whereas if you come across a question like this, a raised to x plus a raised to minus x and minus 2, or probably this can be negative and this can be positive as per the question. If these both are the same numbers, remember that you will be able to adjust the square of that number in the numerator. Okay. So now guys, this is completely adjusted as per our requirement. So I will now apply limit. And you all know that when you want to apply limit, you have to always write the reason. X tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, a raised to x minus 1 upon x is equal to log of a. So this is just log 5 into log 3. Problem solved. So the second formula goes like this. Limit as x tends to 0. Limit as x tends to 0. 1 plus x whole power 1 upon x is equal to e. So this is our formula number 2. And the basic requirement for this formula is that whatever x is given to you over here in the base, its reciprocal must be given or adjusted there in the power. So if I want to adjust the reciprocal, then the question is how? Let us understand this with an example. Come on. If I have a question, limit as x tends to 0, 1 plus 2x to the power 1 upon x. So in the denominator, or not in the denominator, sorry, in the base, I have 2x over here. So reciprocal of 2x is 1 upon 2x. So I need to adjust this 1 upon 2x there in the power. So if I require 1 upon 2x in the power, I will write over here in index. Index is nothing but the power. I am sure you know the second name for power is index. So I will write over here in index multiply and divide by 2. So this will become limit as x tends to 0, 1 plus 2x whole power 1 upon 2x and multiplied by 2. So guys, this becomes exactly as per my standard formula, which is 1 plus x to the power 1 upon x, whose answer is equal to e. And if there is any number there in the power, in general if I say k, so I will write over here the answer as e to the power k. In this case, the value of, or the power value over here is 2. So I will write over here on applying limit, the answer should come out to be equal to e to the power 2, and I will write the reason. X tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, and limit as x tends to 0, the formula 1 plus x to the power 1 upon x is equal to e.